Mimi najua mimi nashangaa. President anasema kuna watu wapumbavu. Itabidi watu wapumbavu uende wakunywe borufen mtu wangu. Unajua saa hizi na kichwa inawauma mtu wangu.
We all know who is wapumbavu.
I agree. Sisi Wajaluo ni watu wapumbavu zaidi.
Gashagua is a prophet. At this rate, nobody should doubt Gashagua. I know, my Luo brothers. It has taken a while for you to believe Gashagua. But I'm sure right now you do believe him. Because he warned you guys about your association with the president.
Mimi naona Wajaluo pale akiwadanganya. Anasalimu hao. Jodhurua untie. Jodhurua umo. Nyinyi Wajaluo, ulizeni sisi.
Now that your value has depleted, the president has remembered that you guys don't actually vote.
Yaani mnafikiri mimi nitakuwa mjinga niwache watu wanipigia kura niende nitafutane na watu wa pumbavu?
Experts are calling it, wait, the biggest political con to ever be visited upon the Luo people. Let me tell you all about it. If you love this kind of content, go ahead and like this video and subscribe. Now let's get to the video.
UDA ni kama imeamua itaendelea Kindiki kama deputy. So hawa watu watakuwa na reason ya kuvote.
Now, let us start with some facts. In 2022 election, voter turnout in the Luo Nyanza hovered between 50% to 60%. This was Raila Odinga's core base. This was their son. This was their political icon. This was Baba. Yet, nearly half of eligible voters stayed at home. Now ask yourself this. If that turnout happened when Raila Odinga himself was on the ballot, what happens when the candidate is William Ruto? A man who for years insulted Raila. A man who opposed Raila on everything. And a man who is now pretending to be Luo's sweetheart, their closest ally.
Niliona juzi huko wanajifundisha kupika samaki ndio Wajaluo wampende. Hapa alikuwa amejua mpaka kutengeneza mutura.
Yesterday, the president was actually in Nyeri. And there, he said something explosive. This is what he said.
Yaani mnafikiri mimi nitakuwa mjinga niwache watu wanipigia kura niende nitafutane na watu wa pumbavu? Neko karatikwo.
In Kiswahili, the word implied was wapumbavu. Wapumbavu means fools. That single statement detonated across the entire Kenya's political landscape because suddenly the mask slipped.
Let me tell you, people of ODM, Ruto was referring to you people as wapumbavu. The way he said it, it came from the heart. The Bible says, out of the abundance of the heart, yenye imefichwa kwa roho, the mouth speaketh.
Now let us be clear. This conversation was not just for the people in Nyeri. He was indirectly talking to the Luo Nyanza people. At the same time, ODM leaders have been chasing a deal with him. At the same time, he has been promising developments in Nyanza. And at the same time, he has been telling Luos that he won't rely on tribalists. All that was a lie because he stood in Mount Kenya and admitted his real calculations.
Lakini shida ya Wajaluo wanakuwaga wengi sana katika mikutano ya siasa na katika maandamano, lakini hawaendagi kupiga kura.
You see, votes matter more than noise. And in Mount Kenya, you get 90 to 95% of voter turnout consistently, reliably, ruthlessly strategic.
Wakikuyu wanapigaga kura 95%. Ikifika siku ya kupiga kura na ukue mgonjwa, tunakupelekaga na maji. Tunahakikisha umepiga kura na tumekurudisha kwa hospitali. Kama utakufa, ukufe, lakini tubaki na kura yako.
Well, in Luo Nyanza, you get loudness, you get loyalty, but these people don't actually show up in sufficient numbers on election day.
Ukiangalia voter turnout Kisumu, 67%, Siaya, 63%, Homa Bay, 59%. Na unataka Raila akuwe president.
That's the cold math that Ruto just revealed.
And we are going to negotiate as we go forward, as we get into the next stage now after 2027.
ODM's leadership appears to have misread Ruto completely because under Raila Odinga, the president usually went to Raila. Negotiations were conducted from a point of strength and Raila Odinga never begged for deals. But today, things are very different.
Sikuwahi kumuona Raila akijipendekeza. Mnielewa eh?
Yes.
Alikuwa amesimama dhabiti. Hakuwa anafuatafuata mtu yote.
Exactly.
So serikali ilikuwa inamtongoza sana. The government would follow him. Hakuwa anaonekana anafuatafuata serikali.
Mostly after elections, not before.
ODM is actually chasing Ruto before even elections happen. They are asking for government shares. They are asking for the deputy president. But here is the problem. Ruto doesn't give power to blocks that don't actually vote. And we all know that.
William Ruto left the mountain and went to Luo Nyanza. He left 5 million votes in search of 1.5, which he is not sure of. Right now, the ODM is fractured. He is not assured of even 30% of the vote of the Luo nation.
So let us do our Luo brothers a favor and actually talk brutal honesty. Ruto will never give deputy presidency to the Luo Nyanza. Not because he hates you guys, not because he's tribal, but because Luos don't turn up in large numbers to vote. And Ruto is obsessed with numbers. Big, big numbers. You see, Mount Kenya doesn't just have a population. Mount Kenya actually votes. ODM can bring stability. They can bring calm. They can help suppress unrest. But they cannot deliver decisive votes. And Ruto knows that.
Sasa sisi tumemjua, amehamia pale. Christmas yote alikuwa pale. Anaenda mpaka mpira ya MP. Anaenda mpaka mpira ya chief. That is the way he camped here for 9 years. By the time he left, we are all crying. So that tuko na machozi. Nyinyi Wajaluo nyinyi. Mutaniambia.
All this is happening after Rigathi Gashagua had already warned them. He said that Ruto uses you when he needs you, but then he discards you the moment he doesn't need you.
Nyinyi Wajaluo nyinyi. Mutaniambia. By the time he is through with you.
The truth is, ODM helped stabilize the country when there was the Gen Z revolt.
Nilisaidia Agwambo. Na safari hii yeye amerudisha mkono, amenisaidia mimi.
But then that phase is over. Now the president is asking a brutal question. What do you bring me in 2027? And the answer that the Luo Nyanza is giving is not one that the president likes.
The irreducible minimum for the Luo nation is the position of deputy president. Anybody who desires to have a conversation with the Luo nation should start by saying, I commit to appoint one of your own to be my running mate in the elections. Then the rest we can discuss.
Here is the ultimate irony. Luos are mourning Raila Odinga. They still are, 2 months later. I mean, Baba was a big deal, yeah? They loved him genuinely. But even at the peak of that love, they couldn't turn out and actually vote for him. At least not enough numbers to make him president. And Ruto now is asking, without any apology, if you couldn't make your own man president, why should I trust you that you can make me one?
How are you Luos? Amewaita in Kikuyu land watu wapumbavu sana. In fact, I agree. Sisi Wajaluo ni watu wapumbavu zaidi. Watu wenye wanauza chama yao. They sell their party. A party that could have given them more. A party that has been built, which Raila has built using blood for years. They sell it kwa peni mbili.
William Ruto has stripped Kenya's politics of sentiments. He's saying loyalty without votes means nothing. Noise without numbers is useless, and he's been brutally honest. Emotions don't win elections. Votes do.
Yaani mnafikiri mimi nitakuwa mjinga niwache watu walinipigia kura niende nitafutane na watu wa pumbavu?
ODM may still believe that they are kingmakers, but Ruto has made it clear he doesn't need kingmakers. He needs voters. And until Luo Nyanza confronts that reality, they will continue to be quoted, then quietly ignored.
The president is trying to send a message to the ODM camp that please, I'm so tired of waiting. I'm tired of your blackmail, especially from Oburu Odinga, who is your party leader. You want us to have a discussion. You want us to form a team, but you have not settled the issues in your team.
Subscribe.